Good morning, welcome back. It is Monday. As you know, that means it's Mailbag Monday, and we're going to talk about and show 20 NASCAR hero cards that I picked up in a Facebook trade back in August. Like I say before, we've probably got enough hero cards here beside us to keep doing this particular series till, I'm going to guess, around March, and now I'm looking at how deep the box is going, maybe even into April. Well, without further ado, we're going to start with this first one. I'm going to say it's from 2023. It could be 2022. I'm not 100% sure. But Bubba Wallace. When Bubba first went to 2311, they announced the Dr. Pepper paint scheme and showed this one. It kind of gave me those BK Racing vibes because they had Dr. Pepper on a 23 car for a period of time. Up next, let's see here. This is going back to the Busch series. It's going to be like 2004 or 2005 thereabouts. Let's see here. Didn't have a year on it, but Mike Wallace, Biaggi brothers. Of course, they did win the July Daytona race in the Busch series for this team. Pretty exciting finish. Jason Leffler took out both Junior Motorsports, Chance 2, DEI, whatever you want to call it, cars teams on the last lap. I guess one was a Chance 2 and one was Michael Waltrip Racing with some crazy blocks, and Mike Wallace was just at the right place at the right time. This next one looks like it's from 1997. Jeffrey Bodine, Lincoln Tech. Still has the business mailer card on it, Lincoln Tech being kind of like an automotive college, technical college, giving you the skills needed to move forward in the automotive industry. This next one is from 1997. This would be Greg Sachs with Mike Laughlin's Hunter Specialties car. Greg was not originally tabbed to drive this car. I believe it was Mike Laughlin's son, Mike Laughlin Jr., but Mike Laughlin Jr. was injured in a crash at Homestead the previous year. So they put Sachs in the car to start the year, and I don't think they had a lot of success. Up next, I believe this is 2023. It's one of these weird feeling cards from Front Row and Speedy Cash, Todd Gilliland. Then we have the next one up here from, maybe, I don't see a year on it. I don't like it when they don't put the years on anything. I'm going to say about 2011 or 12. 2011 is what I'm reading. Travis Quapple. Not sure what team this is. This might be... Oh, it's Randy Moss Motorsports. Okay, that answers that. Former NFL star Randy Moss was a Truck Series team owner. 2023 in the Xfinity Series gives us Brandon Jones with another vendor sponsor on the hood, with Menards being the primary. And there you see a lot of the vendor sponsors that are going to play a role in the Menards sponsored teams. This next one's probably my favorite out of this batch, from 1995 for the Busch series. It's got Terry Labonte. It's almost like an artwork piece on the front. I don't know if that's a Sam Bass work or not. I don't see any sort of signatures that would indicate otherwise. And then just has your typical Winston Cup Busch Series stats. A little bit about Terry, all his wins in both series, career highlights, etc. So I thought that was pretty cool. That, again, that's probably my favorite one, just because of that way the front of that looks. Now we'll go to 1997 in the Busch Series. No, I'm sorry, this is the Cup Series. Chad Little, when Mark Rippon's team, another NFL player, Super Bowl winner, owned a Cup car. Eventually, this one was bought out by Jack Roush, but there you see another name. Greg Pollux was a co-owner on this car. Of course, Greg Pollux would own the PPC teams that Jeff Green would win the Busch Series championships in a few years later. This next one is from 1995. Mark Martin. And get your Valvoline collector's card set in tin. $12.95, and a proof of purchase from a case of Valvoline. So there is the info on the back. It's always nice when these hero cards still have the promotional flap attached. Not sure what this next year one is. Probably 2000. It's got to be mid-2010s. Morgan Shepherd. Because it does have a Busch Series sticker there. It has a Nextel Cup Series sticker there. So I'm not sure when this would have been from. Mid-2000s maybe? Doesn't have a year on it. Our next one, 2023. Sheldon Creed. Of course, he will be moving on to Joe Gibbs Racing. Don't know if he will see success there or not. We'll have to wait and see. It's always funny how a driver has success like he did in the Truck Series. Moves up to Xfinity. I don't want to say move up. I don't like that. But he moves to the Xfinity Series. Because I kind of put the Trucks and Xfinity Series on similar footing. Because a driver can succeed at one and fail at the other. They're not necessarily interchangeable. And drivers can go from either of those to Cup and be successful, or in some cases not. 1998 takes us to the Truck Series. Greg Biffle, a very young Greg Biffle. That Granger truck for Roush Racing. I believe that might have been his rookie season in the trucks. 2001 takes us to the first year with Dodge coming to the Cup Series. This would be Casey Atwood. We have a front. We have a back. But this one also folds out so you can see the Dodge difference. And see some of their merch. Of course, Casey had a less than stellar year in 2001. I think he had 1 top 5, 3 top 10s. We go to 1995 in the Cup Series. Ted Musgrave returns for a second year for Jack Roush. And that would be a career year for Musgrave. He had finished 7th in points. He had spent most of the year running 4th or 5th in points. He was incredibly consistent, but would never find victory lane. He would later become a Truck Series champion, so that's on his resume. 2018, and is this the Xfinity Series? It doesn't tell me. Nope, it's the Cup Series. Brad Kay. Guess I could have just looked at the number right there, looked at the patch, which is what I did on the back. I seen the patch, but Brad Kay. 2018, Discount Tire. This one doesn't have a year, but I'm going to say it's 1995. Nope, 96. Kenny Wallace Busch Series, Red Dog Beer. And if you look closely, this is the Busch Series car. He doesn't have a Busch Series sticker on the contingency. I'm sure he would run the Busch Series sticker in races, but for promo shoots, no, we're not going to put the Busch Series logo on there because Red Dog was a Miller beer and not an Anheuser-Busch beer. What year's 2022? Kevin Harvick. Hunt Brothers Pizza. I always like the way the Hunt Brother Pizza cars look. If they're green or if they're red, they seem to, they always seem to have good color schemes and paint schemes. 2023 Cup Series. I'm sorry, this is this Cup? Is it? It doesn't give me a series here. Denny Hamlin. I'm going to say it's Cup Series because he's in the 11. Because Colleague has the 11 in the Xfinity Series. But Denny Hamlin. Sport Clips. And this is our final one for the day. For... looks like 1996 for the Truck Series. Mr. Bob Brevac. Bob was an ARCA driver for many, many years. Moved over to the Truck Series when it was formed. There's the 1990 ARCA champion. But a lot of teams moved to the truck series. You had, some ASA guys come in. You had some ARCA guys. You even had Walker Evans from the off-road series come in. And it was just a melting pot because it was new, and I think folks wanted to see what all the hype was about. And I don't, if that wouldn't have happened, if you wouldn't have got all these people coming in, then the truck series might not have stuck around. But here we are, almost 30 years later, and it's a pretty solid series with a lot of depth. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you come back at noon for Fast Packs. We still got a couple more packs of 1995 Action Pack Preview. We'll do one today, one tomorrow, then we'll move to probably finish up some Fleer Baseball this week. I don't know what we're going to do this week. We got a lot to get to, and then we'll have our birthdays and events. So as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you later.